point, you're just gonna have to get up. You're gonna have to get up, and you're gonna have to decide that you want better for yourself and you actually want a fucking future. Personally, just dealing with grief and dealing with huge amounts of pain, I feel like there's something in me that not even loves, but will push it off, like, oh, I'm just depressed right now, or I'm just sad right now, or I'm just going through different things right now, which all of those can be very, very, very true. But there's also a deep yearning in me to succeed past my wildest imaginations, to succeed past my wildest dreams. And to anyone going through what I may have experienced, or just going through grief, or just going through a hard time, you're gonna need that. You're gonna need that discipline and consistency and motivation. But sometimes motivation drowns out. Sometimes I wake up and have no motivation to do shit, but I still get my ass up because, again, I have a deep yearning to overcome and surpass everything that I've been through in life, to overcome and surpass everyone who talked shit about me and said that I wouldn't be shit and said that I wasn't gonna make it, or kick me down while I was already down. I have a deep yearning to succeed. And if you want to make it in this life, and if you want to be somebody and be something and follow your dreams, you're gonna have to not even get over what it is that you're going through, but you're gonna have to grow through it. And some days y'all are harder than others. Some days I just want to get up and not do shit. I don't want to do anything, but I still get up. And I have a vision, I have a dream, I have dreams, I have goals. And as long as I can see it, I don't give a fuck who sees it, who else sees it. I don't give a fuck who validates it. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. As long as I can see it, and as long as I can validate it, that's why that matters to me. Just going through trials and tribulations, going through different traumas in my life, it made me always have a deep yearning to be successful. I could lay down, I could get down and be like, oh, woe is me, I went through all of this horrible, terrible shit, and I'm still not where I want to be yet, and I just fuck everything and just give up. Now, do I feel like that on certain days? Absolutely, because I'm human. But my passion to succeed and my yearning to succeed outweighs my familiarity with sadness, outweighs my familiarity with being mediocre. And it always will, because I've always been super determined. I've always been super passionate. I'm also the same woman who drove from Atlanta to Cali for my modeling dreams. So by myself, and some people will call that crazy. Me, I call that determined. Different perspectives for different strokes for different folks. And the whole reason why I started this YouTube channel, or really started being more consistent with it, is because I know that when I do make it to where I'm gonna make it, and I know I'm gonna make it and be successful, I'm gonna look back at this and be like, thank God I didn't give up. And that's the point that you have to get at. You have to be so, I wouldn't call it delusion, I would call it faith. You have to be so faithful in where it is that you're going, and faithful in your dreams, that you don't give a fuck who supports you. You don't give a fuck who see the dream. You don't give a fuck who see the vision. You see the vision. You see your way through. And there's so many young black girls, there's so many black women that may come from the hood, may come from the projects like I came from, and are just not able to see their way through because they have this and that person in their ear, or they have people doubting them, or they have people constantly, because they're jealous of them, or because they feel like, you know, they're not getting the same opportunities as them, talk down on them or try to kick them while they're already down. I just want you to know you have to be strong. And you have to pour into yourself, especially if you're an empath like I am. You have got to pour into yourself and be cautious about who you let around you in your aura and your atmosphere. Turning your grief and your pain into gold is something that is highly notarized and highly recognized, but it's not something that is done often, because a lot of people get lost on the path and on the course. They're feeling like they can't do it, so they just give up. And the shit is so hard, especially when you want to give up, especially when you don't want to do it. And it's not even that you don't want to do it, you just don't have that oomph, you don't have that motivation, you don't have that drive to do it. And I'm gonna be hella honest, a lot of days, especially if you're just going through it, or you know what I'm saying, you've been through a lot of shit, you're not gonna have the drive or motivation to accomplish your dreams. That's just gonna have to be something that just comes from within. You're just gonna have to be on autopilot about it every single day that you wake up. And I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna lie and say that it's not hard. It is very hard when all you wanna do is you wanna call that person and they're no longer on this earth anymore, but you still have to keep going. No matter what. If somebody do you wrong, or somebody that you was with do you wrong, and you like, damn, why they, out of all people, why they do me like that? You still gotta keep going. Because again, a lot of the times the things that we experience are way bigger than us, and we have to get over ourselves, and not necessarily get over ourselves, but just grow through it. And as long as you keep going, as long as you keep putting one foot in front of the other, you'll be just fine. Yeah, y'all, speaking of which, I'm gonna go to the gym and work my ass off. But until next time, thank you for watching this video. Bye.